Finally, Link has come back to his channel.
Hey guys, we're back again. Thank you for watching today. Today we're going to review something completely different to what we've reviewed before. We are going to review this bad boy. It is a Virgil Van Dijk Netherlands shirt from DHGATE.com. It's a website that is famous for making fake football shirts. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbag it, we're going to go through the positives and negatives, and then I'm going to give it a score out of 10 and suggest whether I think you should buy one at the end. So let's get it open. So the bag, first of all, it's even got like the Nike logo on, and on the back it's got the plastic bags can be dangerous warning. They've deliberately folded it so you can see the number on the front. I don't know whether that's because it makes it easier for them to pack, or whether it makes it easier for them to like select your shirt in the pile. I don't know, but the numbers on the front might be deliberate, might just been how they folded it. So the bag, it's a nice bag. Like that bag, I genuinely, if I order the Nike product that come in that bag, I wouldn't be suspicious. Apart from, like, you get a little warning, little sticker which has got some Chinese writing on. But yeah, if that wasn't in there, that might even be in a Nike one, and I've not noticed it. So, there you go. Big Virg, number 4. Nike tag on there, little Nike Breathe tag. On the back, it's got a men's size. I've ordered 2XL, which is the size I normally buy in Nike, so it'll be interesting to see does it fit as well. But yeah, it looks quite good. The badge, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but it's got like this like 3D texture to it that makes it seem like good quality, but then it has got a rustling noise. The print quality, even of the number, is good. Like that looks like a Nike printed shirt. And then even the lines on there, which you get on like your city shirts and everything, they're looking good too. So all round, it's not bad. Let's have a look at the positive points. What are the positive points of this fake Virgil Van Dijk jersey? Now, the first big positive I want to talk about is the cost. Obviously, looking at buying one of these in the UK, brand new, off Nike, you're looking at about £65, and then sometimes you charge £13 for personalisation on top. Which is a good cost, £78 for a shirt, which is going to be out of date in a year, maybe sometimes national shirts run for 2 years. It's a lot big outlay. This costs you about £12.50 including shipping, which is incredibly cheap. It is so cheap. Now, next positive I want to talk about is if you don't know your stuff, you would pick this up and you would think this is real. It is realistic. The printing on the back is solid. The only issues with the printing is kind of from where it's been folded, but that I'm sure will come out as it gets cleaned and worn and stuff. The print, the Virgil, it's in line, it's straight, they spelled his name right. Yeah, if you didn't know your stuff, you could see someone, especially wearing it, and think it's 100% real. Like if you picked it up and had a look at it, maybe you'd realise it's fake. But I think if someone was walking around wearing this, unless you're massively into your sort of football shirts and memorabilia, unless you maybe had a Netherlands shirt or one of the Nike shirts that's done in this style with that pattern, like the Barcelona one, the Manchester City one. If you were familiar with ones with that pattern, you might notice it's a tiny bit off. But I genuinely think if you did not know your stuff, you would fall for this. And whether it's because you're trying to fool someone because you bought a cheap one, or whether it's because you're buying a present for someone and you don't want them to know you're a cheapskate, I don't know. But I think most people would fall for that. Now, the next thing I want to say that I think is really good about the website is the amount of obscure teams that you can order on DHGate. There's really obscure national teams, The reason I found DHGATE originally is because I was looking for an Egypt Mohamed Salah jersey in the UK. So difficult to find, 1, an Egypt jersey, 2, an Egypt jersey with Mo Salah on the back, and 3, a 2XL or a 3XL. Nowhere. Literally cannot find them anywhere. Even trying to bring them in from abroad is difficult. Then you've got to worry about fakes. A lot of people, when I was looking and asking for advice on Twitter, suggested go to DHGATE, buy a fake one. You won't be able to tell it's fake. No one will know it's fake. So I thought I'd have a look. When I had a look, I found really obscure national teams. You know, Greek teams like Panathinaikos, which you can personalise with any player. Obscure teams, you know, Fenerbahce, Bayer Leverkusen, just teams that you don't normally see in shops in the UK that you can buy and you can fully personalise. You can click your favourite players, they're all preset on there, or you can put custom name and you can add whatever name and number you want. To add a name and number is about £1. Really good value. Like I say, if you're not worried about it being authentic, and especially if you're someone that's not worried about if people can tell it's authentic, this might be a good buy. The first negative I want to talk about is this portion of the shirt. Now I'm not stretching that, I'm holding that completely still. As you can see, that is not straight. It's like a flare. Now that flare shouldn't be there. For example, this shirt is a Jordan shirt. It's the Jordan Paris Saint-Germain shirt, but it's a genuine one from the Nike store. They're made in the same cut, like the sleeves are cut in the same places and everything. The back of this one, see that's like straight as an arrow. There's a little bend where the texture changes from, you know, for the sort of sweat holes. I don't know what they call them, sweat holes. But yeah, that is straight as an arrow. And then that bends out. That's a small detail. Now I noticed that sort of bringing it out the bag. I have an official Nike jersey from this season, albeit the Jordan one, so I realised it. Now if you didn't have a Nike jersey this season, I don't know if that is something you'd pick up on, and you obviously now have told you would, but I don't know if that's something that people would see, especially if you're sort of the untrained eye. Now another negative I want to pick up on is, and you can't really see it, it's like in here, you can just see it in the camera, right? So you can see the shadow, right? When I bring it into the darkness, you can see there's like a line in here, which is slightly like here, and just to the right of my finger, I think left of my finger, there. Starts there, which is slightly off colour. It's literally one small line which is slightly off colour on the whole shirt. No idea why that is. I don't know if it will come out in the wash, but that's another negative of the shirt. Another negative point I want to talk about this is, obviously, you're not, I don't think people will be so concerned with like national shirts like this. But with club shirts, if you're a supporter and you buy this shirt, you aren't financially supporting the club. Yes, the clubs have got lots of money, but shirts, it's not their biggest revenue stream anymore. But you are denying your club a few quid. Now, you might not care about that, which is fine. If that's not an issue for you, it's absolutely fine to not buy the shirt for that reason. Like, if you don't want to buy the shirt because you don't want to support the club financially, I completely understand that, and that's your stance, and it's not a problem. If that is an issue for you, it's something to genuinely consider, because if you buy a fake shirt, the club will get no money. Now, the next negative we're going to talk about is the sizing. It is really tight. It's too small for me. This is the size that my Paris Saint-Germain jersey is, and it is too small. It is tight everywhere. I'm fat, but I look really fat wearing this. It's literally skin tight. It's tight. And it's short as well. So yeah, it does not fit as it should. Compared to other Nike jerseys, literally from this season, that fit me well, it doesn't fit me. Is it worth buying a fake football jersey? What I would say is, if you cannot afford to get the real jersey, then it's 100% worth £12. £12 is nothing. It's literally like a McDonald's for 2 people. So it's not much money to invest in a jersey if you're going to wear it. If you don't mind people being able to tell you have a fake product, again, it is worth it. If you're not bothered about the fact it's fake, and you're not bothered if people can tell it's fake, it's fine. Because I think at least 95% of people won't know it's fake. So really, if you're not bothered about people knowing it's fake, and you're not worried about financially supporting the club or country it is, absolutely fine to go ahead and buy this jersey from DHGATE, save yourself a lot of money. The final thing I want to say about this shirt is the score. I am going to give it a 5 out of 10. Now, it's quite good. This Holland shirt, I think if this was authentic, I would give the product an 8 out of 10 as a shirt. Because it's a lovely football shirt. It's a nice shirt. I like that pattern, even though it reminds me of Manchester City. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I like the printing on the back, like the way the Nike do the numbers now. I love it. But yeah, I would give the real product an 8 out of 10. But because of the little faults, like your little flare on the back, that little weird coloration going on there, which you can't see in certain lights. You only see it in other lights. Because of that coloration as well, yeah, it's going to get just a 5 out of 10. But what I would say to people viewing, should you buy it or not, do you want to spend £12.50 on a 5 out of 10 or £75 on an 8 out of 10? Now that £60 difference, is it worth 3 marks out of 10 for you? That's how you decide if it's worth buying. I bought it to make the review. I probably will actually wear it. I probably will wear this shirt from time to time. It's a little bit tight because the sizing's different. So that's the other advice I would have, is order one size up compared to what you normally get. But yeah, we're going to give it a 5 out of 10. But for the money, it's not a bad price at all. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. If you've enjoyed that, you can click up here and you can watch another video of mine. Or if you really love it, if you really love it, or even if you just like it a little bit, go down here and subscribe to the channel. It means you'll never ever miss what is coming up real soon.